Are you wondering to yourself, how do I earn Lino on DLive? Well, then this video is for you. Stay tuned. Welcome to Live Streaming Tech, and if you want to learn to stream like a pro, make sure you click that subscribe button and turn that bell notification to on. In today's video, my brother Dale is going to show you how to earn Lino or Lino in DLive, the new streaming platform. Yes, that's right, the same streaming platform that PewDiePie chose. All right, Dale, take it away.
So you want to get Lino over on the DLive platform. Well, it's not as easy as it had once been before. If you aren't familiar, first of all, with DLive, it is the new kid on the block when it comes to live streaming content, be it gamers or creatives or even IRL. DLive's got everything for someone out there. They function on a rewards-based system called the Lino point. It used to be referred to as the cryptocurrency, and they have now recently changed from just saying Lino to Lino point. Essentially, Lino works much like bits do over on Twitch, to where the viewer engages in the live streamer's chat and they were rewarded for Lino. Well, it's a little bit different, and just stay with me here for just a second. Each one of the Lino are worth about 1.5 cents, give or take a couple of decimal points here. Not really 100% sure on this one. How it used to work was people would show up over on the mobile app only. It didn't work on desktop. The reason is DLive came out and said they didn't have anything in place to prevent people sending botted traffic and collecting Lino points and pretty much just working the system to where they were just taking their money straight from the platform and, scurrying off with it. So it was only available on mobile. Well, what you would do is you would tune in to DLive, one of your live streamers, and you would watch and you would engage. Every time that you would say drop one of their stickers, which are essentially like GIFs, you would drop it in there, or you would say some type of comment. Any type of activity was kind of a trigger to the Lino algorithm, to where you would be rewarded for that activity. And after so many engagements that you would post within a live stream, you would have this little treasure chest that was personally yours, and it would get full, it would start to jiggle, you would click it, and then they would give you 1 to 3 Linos. But DLive assured us early on that this was going to be fixed in due time, to where people could do mobile as well as desktop as soon as they could kind of address the issue of people passively coming in and taking away their money, essentially. How people were working the system was they were going onto their mobile phones and they would just jump onto a passive stream. We're going to talk about that. Stick around to the end, because I'm going to tell you about the passive streamers at the very end and what they're doing to get rid of that. At any rate, there would be some type of a passive stream. It was typically some type of music, a redundant type cartoon of some sort, and people would just jump in and just drop a bunch of stickers, which once again, those are GIFs, or just random comments of some sort. Well, the whole thing was they were just gaming the system, because all they would want to do is blow up their treasure chest. They would collect their 1 to 3 Linos and rinse and repeat. Now, what they did with the Lino thereafter, I am not sure. I can't account for that. I wasn't one of the scammers here. What they would probably do, I'm sure, was go over and either throw a lot of Lino at one of their favorite live streamers, or they would have a separate account to where they would just reward themselves with that Lino. That way they can just cash out, take the money, and run. DLive wised up though. Enter the treasure chest. This is how it works. Now it's available on mobile and desktop. What happens is there is going to be a specific community treasure chest on a specific live streamer's broadcast. And the more engagement that they have within that live broadcast, the more the Lino starts to accumulate in this little community chest. So viewer engagement's huge. So these people that were, for instance, that are just kind of just being quiet on the stream, they're not interacting with their audience, well, it behooves them to actually engage with them and get their chat popping. That way the Lino points start to accumulate in that community chest, and the more people are going to want to stick around, because inevitably what's going to happen? The streamer has the discretion to award the community chest to the people that are currently in the live stream. Before I push on here, it's important to note as well that streamers can add additional Lino at their own cost to that community chest to where they can actually disperse it to their community during the live broadcast. DLive even went on to say that the verified partners and global partners accumulate Lino points faster by 50% and 100% respectively. So this means that if you are a live streamer over on DLive that has a huge following and you have become a verified or global partner of sorts, then you are going to see that community chest grow exponentially. So if you're a viewer of a given live streamer over on DLive and they have either of those badges, then chances are likely you're probably going to see some pretty big rewards coming from them. Again though, the streamer has the discretion to gift out that Lino treasure chest. So if you're not there or you don't jump on top of it when they do reward it, you're actually going to be out of luck. And the fact of the matter is you have 30 seconds to claim the reward after they have made it available to those that are inside the live stream. Before I do share how you collect Lino on DLive, I think it's important that you stick around to the end because I actually have a couple other points and some things for you to consider moving forward with DLive. So you essentially, when you're in the live stream and they reward that community chest to everybody, it actually is based on a chance system. The allocation is all about chance. And the more that you engage in a given live stream, the more you increase your odds of getting more Lino from that one. So if there's a huge backlog of Lino that's just piling up thousands upon thousands and there's only just a handful of people and that streamer decides to go ahead and reward people and you've engaged quite a bit, then chances are pretty likely you're going to get a ton of Lino. All you need to do is click on the chest when they reward it and then you just click collect reward and the Lino comes over into your account. It is important to note that if you are a streamer and you're accumulating points, they will expire after 7 days. So if you're just trying to sit on top of it, waiting for the ultimate amount of fans to show up or viewers, then that's probably not going to be a good idea because the Lino does expire after 7 days. However, if you've purchased Lino and put it into that community treasure chest, then that will never expire. That'll stay there until you otherwise reward it out to your viewers. So what does this all mean anyways for the DLive community, seeing as how they've really kind of changed things for the better, so that way there is a little bit more fairness as far as how Lino is distributed through the platform. What it does is it encourages your viewers to become a lot more active within your DLive stream. So if you are a viewer on DLive, it would be smart for you not to just lurk about. You're going to want to make sure that you're actually engaging, because if you're just going there to maybe lurk and just listen and you don't want to collect Lino, then it's probably not going to be in your best interest to expect to get Lino in return from just hanging out. You're going to need to engage and actually talk and chat and drop some stickers and really start to build that sense of community. And if you're a streamer, that's where you're going to want to make sure that you're telling the viewers what they can expect. If you do plan on rewarding, say, the treasure chest, you want to tell them, yeah, I will be rewarding this eventually. Maybe you'll set some guidelines and rules on how you're going to reward it and when you're going to reward it. The bad thing is, for streamers, they can pretty much pull the trigger anytime that they want to, and the viewers are kind of left in the dark if you don't tell them something. You could probably be contributing to this streamer and engaging in one chat, and maybe they decide, well, they're sitting on a bunch of Lino, and they're like, well, I'm going to reward it tomorrow. Well, if you're working tomorrow or you're not able to get to the live chat and you miss out on that reward, it kind of stinks and you feel left in the dark and kind of feel like you're left out in the cold because you weren't able to make that next stream when they do open that community treasure chest. So I don't like to really say anything bad about the DLive platform. I'm sure they're going to adjust this in due time to where it's going to fit a little bit better. And since they're kind of new, they're going to make some mistakes along the way. But I think this is a better trajectory for the actual business. The only problem is you as a viewer who's wanting to get Lino points are going to have to pretty much anticipate trying to be at your favorite live streamers broadcast every time and all the time unless they otherwise communicate specifically when they're going to open the community treasure chest. But DLive assures us that one of the things that they were trying to address originally were these passive streamers, the ones that were coming in and trying to game the system to take the Lino off of the platform, take the money and pretty much run. And they said that any of those live streams that they are seeing, that they're just sitting there passively and getting it to where people are trying to game the system, they will be shutting them down. It's a zero tolerance policy, where a lot of people were starting to wonder if DLive was a scam. Now we're starting to see, no, they're actually trying to get the scammers out and make this a better community for everybody involved. In fact, my brother actually talked extensively about DLive, whether it was a scam or not. And you're gonna wanna make sure you check it out over in this video. We'll see you there.
Is it worth looking into as far as building your community over there on DLive? Yes, it is, because as of right now, you have nothing to lose and more to gain.